Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid. Oh, you Raptors fans. Oh man. Oh, you guys are embarrassing. F Embiid. F Embiid. Guess what? And Joel Embiid just ended your season. It's over. 3-0. It's over. He's a center. He's a center doing this. All you do is complain. You have more excuses than anything. All you Raptors fans have more excuses than anything. Oh, Doc Rivers crossed the foul line. Oh, half court line. Oh, Doc Rivers should have gotten a technical. Oh, the fouls. Oh, the fouls. Joel Embiid gets every call. Oh, James Harden gets every call. What was the excuse last night? What was honestly the excuse last night? You got every call. You got every call. The rest were awful last night. They were in your favor, Toronto, and you still lost. It went into overtime without James Harden for the 5 minutes of overtime that we played. You fouled him out because, a guy that doesn't even play defense according to half the NBA fouls out. 20-something turnovers that we had, and you still lost. How about you just admit the fact that we're better than you? How about you admit the fact that the 76ers are better than the Toronto Raptors? How about that? Why can't you just say that? What are you going to say when we beat you on Saturday? What are you going to say? What are you honestly going to say? Are you going to say, well, you have an excuse for every game, every call. You guys are all little Nick Nurses because he has the most excuses out of anything. How about you just admit the fact that you're not as good as us? You're not better than us. You never were better than us. Keep living in 2019 because we're in the present day and you're down 0-3 in a series. And Joel Embiid, after you guys just played the hardest basketball you have ever played, beat you last night. He had 5 points. 5 points at halftime and finished the game with 33 and 13. So how about that, Toronto? How about you just stop complaining the whole game and making it a laughing stock on Twitter and on every social media account? How about you just stop for a second and realize, oh, wait, maybe the Sixers are better than us because we have the MVP, the should-be MVP, in Joel Embiid. So how about that, guys? Keep complaining. It has gotten you nowhere. It has gotten you nowhere. It got you all the calls last night, and you still lost. You still lost. How about you start taking accountability for your team? Precious Achiuwa, 2 missed free throws. Who else? OG Anunoby, 1 missed free throw. How about you take accountability before you start blaming everything on everybody else? Oh, Embiid gets every call. Oh, Doc Rivers should have gotten called for a tech. Oh, it's just a bunch of crying. You guys have been crying every single game this whole series, and it's annoying. You guys are an embarrassment. This whole series, you guys have been wishing injuries on Joel Embiid. You have been wishing injuries on James Harden. You claim that we're, yelling at Scotty Barnes, cheering that he got injured when we were cheering because Fred VanVleet fouled out. You guys are in your own little, world of delusional, and it's embarrassing. You guys need to stop because it's 3-0, and Joel Embiid just potentially ended your season. So how about that? How about that, Toronto? Because that last night, going on Twitter and seeing the most stupid comments I've ever seen. How is it possible that Joel Embiid shot the ball? This is literally what I saw. How is it possible that Joel Embiid shot the ball with 0.9 seconds left and there was only 0.8 seconds left on the clock? I don't know, dude. How about you, learn I don't even know what this is. How about you just stop being biased and dumb? The ball was in the air. He got it off. The shot clock expired. He shot the ball with 0.4 seconds left. That means when the ball is floating through the air, the clock is still ticking because it went in. If he missed, they would have added time back on the clock. But you guys just think everybody's against you and, the shot clock person should have pressed the time. It was in Toronto. So you can blame your own people for that one. You guys just, it has been an annoying series listening to you guys just cry and Like, the refs. Oh, Embiid. Oh, Doc Rivers. Oh, you guys have more excuses, and yet you all were saying Raptors in 7. Raptors in 6. Raptors in 7. Well, guess what? It is 3-0 Philadelphia, and Joel Embiid has personally taken over this series and beat you. He beat you last night, and you can do nothing to say otherwise because he beat you. You fouled out James Harden on some awful calls, and Joel Embiid shot 12 of 20 and had 33 points and shot a turnaround jump shot from 3 on a designed play by Doc Rivers to potentially end your season, to put you guys in a hole that no other team has ever come back from. So how about that, Toronto fans? You guys have been a joke all series. So stop complaining and just realize that we are the better team. How about that? I never come on here, and I'm not saying it's all Toronto fans, but a lot of them on Twitter, on Instagram, in my TikToks. Joel, foul merchant, James Harden, foul merchant. Oh, you cheer for Scotty Barnes. Like, dude, like, stop. It's enough. It's just old. It is old. You guys outplayed us, and you still lost. You had an 18-point lead, and you still lost. We had 20-something turnovers, and you still lost. You fouled out James Harden, and you still lost. You got every foul, and you still lost. So just admit the fact that the Sixers are better than the Raptors. Do me a favor. Realize that. We are better than you. That's simple. It's not rocket science here. Joel Embiid just sunk you guys. There's not a single player on that Raptors team that has any hope left. Siakam, 12 points. VanVleet, 12 points. Those are your all-stars, guys. Let's think about that. Joel Embiid single-handedly outscored both of them. Combined. Those are your all-stars. 18 points. You guys are up 18 points. There was not a doubt I was not worried at all. We were playing the worst basketball we have all season in the first half, and we were only down by 10. Imagine if we played mediocre basketball. We would have been winning. Just think about that, guys. Like, come on, Toronto. You guys have smart fans out there. I know you do. You guys are a good city of sports. Blue Jays, Maple Leafs, Raptors. They're all going to make the playoffs. Some of them might even win. But you guys, these Raptors fans this series have done nothing but complain. And it's old. It has gotten old fast. More excuses than anybody. Sorry about my little rant, but it just needs to be said. Joel Embiid owns you. How about that? Joel Embiid just sunk you guys last night. James Harden, 19 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds, and he fouled out. Didn't play the whole overtime. Maxey, 19 points. Didn't even have that good of a game. Tobias, 11 points, 12 rebounds. And let me take a second here and let me shout out Tobias Harris for putting the clamps on Pascal Siakam. Tobias Harris has been one of the most disrespected athletes in this city over the last couple years. His contract, yes, I know his contract is big, but in order to keep Tobias Harris here, we had to give him that money, and that's exactly what we did. And in this series alone, he has done whatever it is he needs to do. He has made some big shots. Yes, he missed the layup at the end of the game. Well, there was 4 people on him, and whatever. But he clamped up Siakam all game. Shot 6 of 16. Tobias Harris isn't even known for his defense. He's known for being a 20-point role player. A 20-point above average role player. That's what Tobias Harris is. He's an almost all-star that has never been. And he is putting your best player on clamps. Imagine. Danny Green, 9.7 rebounds. He kind of like messed up 2 layups, but he hit 2 big threes. So it worked out. George Niang, 9 points, 3 of 4 off the bench. Paul Reed also coming in off the bench. You know, Paul Reed has done his job. I don't need him to score. I just need him to keep the game close, and that's what he has done every single game. So kudos to you, Paul Reed. We won 104-100, 101, 104-101 in overtime. We're 3-0 in the series. Embiid with a 3-point dagger. Not only a dagger last night, but it might be a dagger for the series. It might be a dagger for the season. And if any of you Toronto fans want to come at me, go ahead. You act like I haven't been hearing it all season. All series, I mean. It's nothing new. You guys just have complained all series. And it's gotten old. And I hope you guys realize that. That nothing you do at this point in time is going to affect anybody because you just keep saying the same stuff. The refs, Embiid gets every call. Doc Rivers should have been called for a technical. It's every game, guys. Like, come on. Stop. But the Sixers are up 3-0, and that's all that matters here. Sixers up 3-0. Saturday at 2 o'clock is game number 4. Looking for the sweep, bringing out the brooms, and let's get it. Joel Embiid, Joel Hans Embiid, Joel the should-be MVP of basketball, better than Jokic, better than your favorite player. That Joel Embiid, 33 and 13 with the game winner on the line. 2-1, nope, 3-0. That Joel Embiid is one of the best players I have ever watched. And I love Joel Embiid. And all of you guys that hate Joel Embiid, it must be hard. It must be a hard life hating Joel Embiid because he just destroys everybody he ever plays. So that's all I got to say. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And the Sixers up 3-0 in the series. Game 4, Saturday, 2 o'clock. Joel Embiid, you are the true MVP. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm out. Peace.